computer got broken by the Acolyte. I don't even know. Like I'm here because I don't know how long this stream is going to be, or if anybody's even going to show up. If I got people like members in the chat that want to talk about it, I may throw a member link out. But like, it is, I watched. I just watched the Acolyte, and I'm going to do a review of it. But it leads you to stutter how bad a single TV show could be. Like, it's shocking how bad. And like after I watched it with Alex, hasn't watched the rest of the season, but he's just getting more brain dead by the minute watching it. Um, you're praying for the commercial breaks because you don't want to pay $82. You don't want to pay $82 to Disney Plus to get. Oh God, Nick, what's up, Nick? Thank God I got somebody to hang out. Hey, Nick, my brother for Bad TV, one of the Bad TV crew. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Have you watched any of the Acolyte, Nick? I like because like this episode all hinges on whether you like so you have episode 7, which is the flashback episode, which is supposed to explain how the Jedi are bad, and all the episode does is show how the Jedi did nothing wrong, especially Saul. And then this episode just completely decides that everything that you were shown in episode 7 was actually like bad, like they did something wrong. And all they did, the Jedi were completely valid and everything. May just straight lies to Osha in the episode, and she's like, "Oh, now I'm going like she just kills Saul. Like Osha kills Saul with a force fucking choke. Like, are you serious?" Because May, the murdering pathological liar, who we can't figure, like we have May, like May must have multiple personality disorder, because her personality changes with the fucking, the way the wind blows. Like the wind blows one way, May feels one way, she goes another way. And because why do I do this to me? Because I'm 7 in, and you gotta finish. It like I'm not a quitter, Salty. I don't quit. All right. Morbid curiosity, and beyond that, just oh my God! Like it is literally the train wreck analogy, right? You you see a train wreck happening, you can't look away. You got to see what happened, right? And that is literally this. And it's one of those things. You can't you think it's gonna be bad, and then it's gonna be bad. You go into this thing going, wow, this is going to be shit. And then they just surprise you at how shit it is. It's just another level. And like Darth Plagueis is in it. Apparently, like I didn't even know that was Darth. I thought that was the stupid witch bitch that we're all waiting to show back up because she turned into a ghost monster and I guess flew away into the clouds to live happily ever after in the fucking pit of doom. Like Darth Plagueis is in this apparently. Like here, you know what? I'll bring it up. No, I'll bring it up since you didn't hear this. Like Salty, since you didn't hear this, I'm gonna bring it up because first of all, I can't believe that was Darth Plagueis. Two, the only reason I knew it was Darth Plagueis because after I watched the episode, I jumped over to watch Star Wars Theory, see what Star Wars Theory was streaming and what his initial take was of it, because we all knew, poor guy. I feel terrible for Star Wars Theory, but I'm glad he's calling it out. like it is. So good for him there. But wait, is this what episode? Why did it put me on episode 1? I definitely don't want to watch that. And then this is like Leslie Headland's wife's episode, which thank God we got a whole episode of her bald green ass being a bitch. And then Yoda shows up at the end, Salty. So we are supposed to believe Yoda, the sage of sages, is allowing all of this to go on, and he knows none of it, and he doesn't know that any of it's going on. He's just sitting up in his room. He's just sitting up there like, we and Lindley Head and his wife has to go, Yoda, we need to talk. And that's how they end the show. And it's like, what? So Yoda's just sitting up there doing nothing? Like, you would have been better off. We all knew he should be around. But when you confirm that Yoda's just sitting there letting all this shit happen, it's like, you're fucking moron. Why? $5, Nick. Thank you for the therapy fund. Acolyte Wheel of Time. The bill was large. Oh yeah, it's getting bigger. What's up, Eldritch Dixo? It's a complete mess. It is a disaster of epic proportion. Oh, by the way, Salty, do you guys know how red kyber crystals are made? It's not a joke. We know how red kyber crystals are made now, guys. Do you know how red kyber crystals are made now, guys? Well, apparently you just stab your hand with it, and as long as your blood is evil, it turns the kyber crystal red. Ta-da! Can we get Jesus? Oh, there. Oh, I had it. Damn it. Oh, here it is. All right, here we go. So this is, I may have to brighten it up, but apparently this is Darth Plagueis. He's a creepy guy hiding in Smilo Ren's cave. So like I said, I happened to jump onto Star Wars Theory, who was going off on this mess because he was pissed, and rightfully so. Because now what? So now what have we done? So Leslie Headland has put, and this is pretty much what Star Wars Theory was saying, and I agree completely. Is Leslie Headland decided, hey, I want to go down in the anus of Star Wars history, so I'm going to put Darth Plagueis on in my show, right? So she doesn't know who Darth Plagueis is. She doesn't know anything about him. And to be fair, I know of him, but I don't. I'm not nearly as seasoned in Star Wars canon as a lot of people. But I know what Plagueis is at least all about, especially in regards to Palpatine. So the reason so he was going off on it because now, who is Darth Plagueis's inspiration now? Osha and May are Darth Plagueis' inspiration. The two idiot twins, or not twins, I guess they're the same person, which fine, I don't give a shit. But the idiot, well, I'm still going to call them the idiot twins. The idiot twins are the inspiration for Darth Plagueis' work to become immortal and to they were Anakin before they were Anakin, like we all said. I will see. Like I don't know if I don't know if they'll get a season 2. They may. I mean, this has been bad enough that they may get. Who knows how they make the decisions or why. but they're definitely played it off like it's they're gonna get a season 2, and then of course, because we're going spoiler free here, I'm gonna have my review too, and then we find out that who's really the bad guy of the series. We all guessed it. It's Leslie Headland's wife. I'm not even joking. And some of you guys are gonna go, wait, what do you mean? Leslie Headland's wife didn't have a red lightsaber. How was she the bad guy? Well, she's the bad guy because she was hiding all this shit from everybody that should know about it. The Senate, of course, finds out that she's a bitch, and they call her out on it. Then we find out that Smilo Ren was her Padawan, so she screwed up with him. So him running around loose on the galaxy is her fault, and she won't own up to it. Man, I am so glad that all these Jedi are in control of their emotions and are stalwart and act like Jedi at all. Because they're supposed to be in command of their feelings. These are Jedi fucking masters. Like some of these. Jedi masters, they can't control their feelings. Saul is crying every other fucking scene because he fell in love with Osha for some reason. I didn't buy all that either. That immediately I feel such a connection to Osha. Well, why is that, Saul? Well, because I walked into her house and she was there. It's like, okay, and well, that's it. She was standing there and she had like things in her hair, and she played with a little thing, and she tortured it, or her sister tortured her, but she's cool too. I want them. They can both be good Padawans. I have a deep connection to them because I saw them. Like somebody, like who has anybody in chat seen the episode besides for me? I need Artie here. Where's Articus at? Where's Articus at? Articus, I need you, bro. Mm. It's literally one of those episodes that I didn't think I was getting angry, right? Because it was just bad. And we all knew it was going to be bad. But there's a moment in the episode where, the big confrontation is supposed to be happening. And May starts lying to Osha. And the show is acting like May is not lying. And then we're supposed to think that Osha killing Saul is a good. It's absolutely not a good. She murdered him for doing the right thing. And we're supposed to think that we're supposed to be like, oh, wow, Saul deserved that. No. That is supposed to be Darth Plagueis right here? No fucking way. Peripheral or Acolyte, which is where? Oh, the Acolyte by far. I actually think the Acolyte's probably worse than Wheel of Time. But I'm not saying. Look, I'm saying they are acting like it's a point of fact that she is the show is acting like it's see, but that's not the thing. The problem is they gave us the scene. They showed us that truth is not a point of view. They showed us they showed us what happened. So we have it's not a point of view. It might be a point of view to the characters, sure, but they have shown us what happened. So as a viewer, we know what the truth of the matter is. So when the show's tone is telling us that what is happening on screen is the right and pure and good decision, when it's not, the show is out its ass. It doesn't know what it's doing. This isn't like a dilemma of people, like, oh wow, she got it wrong. It's like, no, she just all of a sudden starts believing May because she doesn't give Saul, the guy that she's trusted this whole time, any time to explain. Saul just folds. Saul's just like, yeah, kill me. Doesn't, she's just able to overpower him with the Force because he loves her for some fucking reason, even though he clearly did the right thing. No, this is what Yoda does. Here, I'll show you right here. You want to see what Yoda does? That's what Yoda does. That's what Leslie Headland finally decides that they need to tell the Jedi Masters, the Council, the Jedi Council. She finally decides to tell them all the bullshit that's going on because apparently the Jedi Council don't come out of their room and don't know anything that's happening in their organization. They're not teaching Padawans. They're not teaching classes. They're not out in the world. They're not politicking with politicians. They're not. They have a room and they sit in it. And unless people come in and tell them what's going on, they have no idea what's happening in the world. So until Miss Headlamp here came in and is like, "Hey Yoda, we need to talk." A bunch of Jedi died, and then I framed Soul because I have a Padawan that I fucked up with, uh, and he's gone Doctor Evil. Uh, you know, sorry. I felt maybe I should come tell you. It's insane. Like the minute, like it's one of those. The minute we see him and in any form, we now Yoda is now an idiot. Yoda let all this happen. He just let it all happen. You know, two young girls being made out of thin air, out of midichlorians. Doesn't interest him. He doesn't. Nobody's told him shit. Like it's such. Leslie Headland's wife has such a lockdown on the Jedi dealings that nobody talks to the council about anything that's going on in the world. I mean, that's the most egregious. That this so that this is and I'm sure the Star Wars diehards, like the Star Wars series and the Ryan Canals and the ones that are the diehard Star Wars fans that know this shit backwards and forwards. This is probably going to be and I'm making an assumption here, but this is probably the biggest problem they're going to have with this show and this episode is the fact that now Yoda is involved, and the fact that apparently fucking Darth Plagueis is involved. So now you have two characters that are very dear to the Star Wars fandom who are involved in this piece of shit show, and they've completely made them stupid. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild. It's just shit. Uh, the target fan base is too dumb to recognize today if they don't make him that old. Yeah, and you're right. That's right. Exactly. Yoda shouldn't be that old, or he should. I don't think his hair should be like he looked better in the prequels, right? Like the prequels, he wasn't all like he was getting older, but he wasn't like that, was he? 130 years earlier, yeah. He's just old. Yoda's just old out of the womb, right? I haven't watched Star Wars since the Scooter Gang and Boba Fett. Even my daughter canceled her Disney Plus. Well, good call. Because the Scooter Gang, that was the Power Rangers colored bikes, right? Or Voltron? Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think, and rightfully so, I think they have a genuine gripe. And we get the, here's the captivating scene everybody's going to shed a tear from, okay, guys? She just could not get over that D. Let's see if I can get it without it. There it is. She just could not get over that dong. She saw that. She saw his dong, and she fell in love with him forever. This is this is the good one, who is now sitting there with the murderer, who just feels like he could go around the galaxy killing people because he wants to use the Force how he wants to use the Force. So you have Smilo Ren here, next to what's supposed to be the good sister. They're holding hands. I'm sure if we get a season 2, the opening will be them shacking up in bed together, going, "Man, I'm so glad I don't follow the Jedi anymore. I love the sexy time." The writers are incapable of creating wise mentors or compelling villains. They will take characters someone else has created and inserted in for creation. Yoda and Plagueis are inevitable here. Yep. Yeah, and that's the problem. You're exactly right. That's the problem is they didn't do any of the work. They didn't give them any lines. They didn't do anything. They just said, "Hey, people like these guys. So let's put Yoda here at the end because he should be alive in this timeline. And hey, you know that Plagueis guy that everybody really wants to see on screen and has a really cool backstory and is a really cool character? Let's throw him in a cave and make him like a creeper guy." And then like Gadfly, did you watch the episode or no? Or you just nail it, Gadfly, like always. Well, and that's the other thing. We're approaching KOTOR like they're gonna do their Old Republic's coming probably next. Good call, my friend. Good call. So Nick says, I loved it since I saw the originals as a child. KOTOR 1 and 2 brought me so deeply into it, and I just can't support Disney doing this to it. And that's 100% right. Um, but like here's also the problem. So they do this shit. So you now have the Acolyte, which is turned Star Wars into just a fucking joke. Like you got people out there saying, man, can we get Ryan Johnson back? And not being hyperbolic. Like really, like, can we get Ryan Johnson back? Can we have the mass confusion? Like what is the Ray fucking movie gonna look like? Holy fuck. Oh well, Nick, didn't you know that Plagueis and Palpy Boy were gay lovers? They made Anakin from their love, right? They loved each other so much, and just like the witches, because they couldn't procreate without a man, they just had to make a boy out of the Force, right? it's so bad. Like it. And then what is with the Rat King? Okay, the fucking Rat King. Like, why? Easton,
Yeah.
help me, buddy.
What?
Give me your hand. I need some strength. Give me strength. I know you're supposed to be sleeping, but give me strength.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Thank you. I need. Why? Why do? The show literally gives you whiplash because none of the characters stay consistent with what they're supposed to, like their motivations or anything. That Rat Boy flips again. So, of course, we have, I don't know why we lock anybody up. I don't know why we imprison people or chain them down or do anything because all they do is escape. Saul is sitting here talking to her, going, I killed a monster who used the dark side to manipulate a Padawan, and she turned into a giant ghost monster with black eyes. I thought she was attacking May, so I killed her. Oh man, that sounds pretty justified, Soul. No, that's not what he's saying. Of course, he feels guilty because the show wants him to feel guilty, not because he should feel guilty about anything. So, so he's sitting here having this conversation with one of the worst actresses on the planet. She's terrible. Her characters are terrible. Her her facial expressions are just so awkward and cringy. I don't give a shit. I'm so tired of it. You can accuse me of anything you want. She is a terrible fucking actress. And we can make maybe it's the script. I don't know. I haven't seen her in anything else, but all I know is her performance in this, whether it's her, the script, the director, I don't care. It's terrible. So of course, Saul's an idiot again. He's got her trapped on the table again, but he doesn't take the robot, which he knows. It's not like he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't know what this thing is. It's not like Saul does not know what Pip is. He knows exactly what Pip is. So he's put her in handcuffs on a table again, but he didn't take the robot with all the Swiss Army MacGuffin robot away from her. Emil, they didn't even tell us how the twins were created. They didn't even tell us how uh uh is Quimir is Smilo Ren, right? I didn't even learn the fucking guy's name. They didn't even tell us how Quimir met May and what the training process was like. An incomplete chapter. I expected more. They didn't do anything. They right. I mean, and that's you're being incredibly fair. I'm gonna give you credit because like that's they there's millions of stuff they left out and that we're like where did the angry witch like I don't remember her name, but the Darth Maul witch, where did she go? Because she didn't die with all the other ones. The mother who turned into an evil dark side monster ghost died, but the Darth Maul witch, she turned into the black smoke and went away. So where's she at? So most of us thought she was going to be the one pulling the strings with. Is it Komir? Thought he was going to be pulling the strings with her, but no, she's just gone. Apparently, don't worry about it. Don't pay attention. Jim, I'm bordering on thinking that this show is worse than both of them. I actually, yeah, I actually think, yeah, yeah, I think Acolyte is worse than Wheel of Time and Rings of Power, 100%. Legit question: why is the gopher from Caddyshack in Star Wars? No idea. No idea. especially because in this episode, Leslie Headland's wife gets off the spaceship. She puts her hand to her forehead and can feel a guy in a fucking complex. So why are you able to do that now, but you haven't been able to feel Force users for the whole series because it screws up all your bullshit. She literally steps onto the planet. She goes, "Let me search for people." Oh crap, it's you. You're alive? Oh, and then he puts his helmet on because he gets all scaredy boy. Salty seemed to like your quote here. So reminder that apparently Leslie Headland is kind of based, sort of meaning she has a prior recent years semi-normal views on mortality, as such would write normal characters. However, she now is hired for being woke, and this show is a mixed bag for her of her normal views, clashing with her Fox personas and wokeness. Probably true. I don't know that it's a mixed bag. This show is completely bullshit. Tim, see this. So Tim, I actually have a genuine question for you because I know Tim, if you're not subscribed to Tim's Talk, big Star Wars fan, uh, great channel over there. Go give Tim some love. Um, is so I actually have a real question because I think the big takeaway and the thing that's going to anger people most is the fact that uh, they put Yoda in this, and that apparently that thing in the cave was Darth Plagueis. I know the show is garbage. Everybody knows the show is garbage. But most of the time people were taking it in stride, and just laughing at it because it's bad, but it's their own bad. It's the New Republic or the High Republic, a made-up timeline, and they weren't really hurting too much in terms of stuff like that. But now that Yoda sat in Coruscant doing nothing for this whole episode, for this whole season, while all this bad shit is happening to the Jedi, and then you put Darth Plagueis in a cave, looking like that, acting like a freaking whatever. I think that is going to piss people off. The Star Wars hardcore, I think that's going to piss them off more than just the show being bad. Do you feel that's right, Tim, or do you think it's just the whole thing? I'm curious. I'm curious what you think about that, Tim, because it's bad all around. But when you start bringing legacy characters that are beloved by the fandom, ones that you decanonized, being Darth Plagueis, since you threw the EU in the trash, uh, and then you do this shit. I can't. I could, like, I had to go. The only reason I knew that was supposed to be Darth Plagueis was because I hopped on Star Wars Series channel and I saw him talking about it. I'm like, what? That's Darth Plagueis? What the fuck? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Oh, Tim, I got your thing. 9 p. I should 9 p. I should be around. So if you're still in chat, say something, buddy boy. I should be around if you want me to hop on. I should be able to hop on for a little bit at the very least, but I should be available for a little bit. But I'll respond to your DM. Here, I'll do it right now. There we go. All right. What do you got here, Salt? So this is. So what is this you sent me, Salty? Viewership numbers to compare. Okay. Oh, it's several pictures. Okay, I'll just bring this up then. Here. Because like it's, but I don't see. That's the other thing too. I don't know that I don't know that the viewership numbers even matter. Articus, what's up? Did you watch the episode? What's going on, buddy? All right, so let's see here. Where's the beginning of this? So, which is which? Blue is the Mandalorian. Okay, and that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got total views. Well, yeah, wow. Damn, that's really bad. So there's that. Compare total minutes watched the first 12 weeks of recent Star Wars shows. Holy shit. Wow. That's wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is abysmal. Yeah, 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 yeah. That sounds about right. And then Acolyte episode trends. So let's see here. Yeah, look. So man, I mean, fuck me. I think people are gonna tune into these last two just because it's like watching the end of a train wreck. But that is frighteningly bad. Frighteningly bad. Blah 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 blah. Frighteningly bad. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know. I just I mean it's one of like and Emil, I'm gonna say again, you're being very fair. I think this is a way for them to try and hijack Plagueis and make it so that he's inspired by this group of women instead of him just being uh you know being a genius in the force, right? So and you're right. The acting is terrible. The acting is really bad. So if you want, Articus, I'll send you a link if you want to chat. I just need some help. I need some. Like the basic reason I'm streaming is just because like I needed some moral support. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, so you got Plagueis and Yoda both just. Oh, yeah, lost 75%. It's really bad. All right, cool. Hold on. Hide that. Because I this is just I genuinely think that the biggest problem is like just that now these beloved legacy characters you have now just completely took a dump on. Why can't I find your name in here? I got too many people in here. What the fuck? Already send me a message on Discord so you can pop your name back up here. I don't know where you are on my list. I can't find you. There we go. I got you. There it is. How dare you invoke the power of two? Oh, yeah, it's key jangling. It kind of wrecks or deconstructs Plagueis and Yoda intelligence wise because Plagueis has to use this story or these witches' methods as a precursor to create Anakin. Exactly, exactly. Well, you're very orange, and you have an echo.
Do I? 1 second. I was just turning down the volume. Is
I'll
that
go to
better?
you hold on. Go ahead. Yeah, I
Is that
think you're
better?
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're better now. You're extremely orange too now, but that's okay. You blend into
Yeah.
the background.
For the Orange Man, got to show your
Oh,
solidarity.
there you go. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Real quick. So Tim also says the Yoda stuff is just again making Yoda incompetent. The second season of it happens, which I hope it doesn't. It's just going to rewrite history and make every OG character dumb. Right. That's the biggest problem with the Yoda thing. Is it's like we all sort of knew he should have been floating around in Coruscant doing, being part of the Jedi High Council and all that shit. But then when you actually show him, it's like, well, what the fuck has he been doing this whole time while Jedi are dying?
Yeah. The idea that you're going to have, because in this episode, it got worse with who knows what's going on, because now she told that counselor, who's
Yep.
not a Jedi, who's not Jedi trained, that there's dead Jedi in a mysterious way. So
Right.
now you're trying to tell me that these counselors that Yoda interacts with, this Jedi master he interacts with, and now Kiadi Mundi from previous episodes, they're just gonna be able to fool Yoda. The guy who forced Palpatine, the strongest Sith, to literally conceal everything with all his power, so not to reveal his intentions,
Right.
is going to
Yeah.
be tricked by these nobodies.
Idiots. Wait, what am I checking out? Check out that article. Which article are we talking about?
There was some guy in Star Wars Theories chat raised a point that Sol was able to tell when the girls were lying during the test to determine if they're force sensitive. But
Right.
Yoda is just gonna be like unaware of what's going on, that his own Jedi are lying to him.
Well, it's like, and it's just me. That's another big problem I have. The Jedi are not acting like Jedi. They're not composed. They're all emotional wrecks. Saul is in love with the child. That he instantly has this bond with Osha because why? You saw him or saw her. Like, there's no reason for us to believe. Did I miss it?
So Leslie's claiming that she
Yeah.
wanted to mirror the Phantom Menace with Qui-Gon Jinn and Anakin, and that Qui-Gon Jinn, like Sol, was instantly enamored by Anakin as a potential chosen one on first sight, and so that's what Sol is going through as well.
Do you believe that at all from watching the two different?
I mean, ignoring the fact that Qui-Gon spends weeks contemplating test results, testing Anakin, ignoring all of that added stuff, ignoring that he goes to the council about Anakin potentially being the chosen one, and even then he's iffy on if he wants to bring him in as a Padawan. Ignoring all of that, I can kind of understand that in Leslie's two brain cells that she came to the conclusion that they're a 1-to-1 analogous.
It's not even close. You're being so freaking. You're being so generous. It's not even, all the work. Qui-Gon, like, it's not literally. Saul walks in the building, sees a young girl, and one strangle this little butterfly thing, the other one not, and she's like, "I feel like I have a connection to her." It's like, what?
Maybe she's patterning Soul after Weinstein, and that's how he acted with potential casting couch girls.
I don't know.
He just walks into the room. He's like, "Leslie, I need that one tonight."
Yeah, give it to her. What's the article called, Josh? Because it's not showing up, man. It's probably because if you have a title or where it's at, I can find it if you want.
For me, this entire show was kind of just a laughing stock, and then they had to turn around and for less than a second show Darth Plagueis.
Yep. So it sounds like you agree with me, because that's what I said is going to be the big problem with this show. Was a lot of people, actually the bulk, I would say 95% of everybody watching the show was just laughing it off, going, "Oh, it's the New Republic or the High Republic. Who cares about the High Republic? Nobody cares about that. So this is just their own stupid lore, doing stupid things, blah 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 blah." But now you've shown Yoda, and you've brought a character that you threw in the trash, Darth Plagueis, that is beloved by many of the hardcore Star Wars fans, and you've just arbitrarily thrown them in your stupid show. So now this oh, it's just a stupid show shit is going to disappear and it's going to turn into anger because they're trying to ruin legacy characters again.
As you look at the screen shot, I want you to remember that Plagueis in the lore is 16 years old right here.
Is he really?
He's either 16 if you kind of stretch the canon. He is should be unborn, just like Ki-Adi-Mundi, if you're being generous to the lore.
All right, let's see here.
So he's a very old. He's like Benjamin Button, I'm guessing. He looks old and then he gets younger as he ages.
Sorry, just okay. I got this Forbes ad up. Well, isn't it because he's extremely old? Like because he's fucking around with like he starts looking weird because he's just like fucking with trying to not die. I don't know. I don't know that much about Vegas, but the fact that he's supposed to be 13 there is just like okay, that's funny.
So it was always a desire for Plagueis and Sidious to create and manipulate life and live forever and create force sensitives artificially, but they were never able to get anywhere with that goal. And Palpatine uses that story to twist Anakin to the dark side because that's what Anakin's concerned with. He's concerned about cheating death with his visions of his wife dying and living forever, which is everyone's dream. But neither of them were able to go anywhere with that. And then a reaction to them trying to do this was the Force creating Anakin. So I don't. I guess everyone can live forever. Ki-Adi-Mundi is like 1,000 years old, and
yeah, right.
Darth Plagueis is immortal, and
got gray hairs, and he's already over the hill. Because fucking. But so this is what Josh wanted me to take a look at. Will there be a season 2 of Acolyte? When did this come out? So this came out 1 p.m. today. So can you get off my screen? I don't need to see your bullshit. So Disney Plus has not renewed Acolyte for season 2, second season. However, series showrunner Leslie Headland said that there have been conversations about continuing the show past season 1 when recently asked by Nerdist. So was getting renewed for a second season? She answered no. I have no idea. Well, not that I have no idea. I would say that there are conversations, Headland clarified in July 10th interview, and I don't know when that will happen. I don't know when the decision will be made. So, I don't know. Usually these shows that come out like this get greenlit right away for a second season. So I think it's probably... I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I hope. This is. I hope.
Who like even if it does get renewed, which actor besides her wife wants to stick around for a second season?
Yeah. Right. I mean, well, dude, can you this is going to be a hard one to review because I got a lot of questions, right? And I'm going to put a review up, but what? I don't understand the whole ending part, like with the non-sisters. Why was everybody happy with the I can erase your memory and I'll become your acolyte answer? Like,
why did they have to wipe her memory?
I'm like, why don't she just go with you and you guys can all just chill?
I don't like it. Did he? I don't watch these. I kind of just skip around and I can kind of gather the beats of what's going on, and then I watch reviews and it kind of fills in all the needless gaps. Yeah, but like, did he even mention that he couldn't take on a second apprentice because of the rule of 2? That's the only explanation I could think of. It's like he's like, yeah, I could only pick one of you, so I have to wipe the other.
But that's a problem. Because if Plagueis is in the cave, then Plagueis is then Smilo is Plagueis' apprentice.
Well, so how the rule of 2 works is that each Plagueis can only have one apprentice, but there could be different pairs. And in Plagueis' book, he was kind of going around scouting potential for his apprentice, all those that kind of didn't fit.
If Smilo was taking an apprentice, then couldn't Plagueis take on the other one as an apprentice?
He could, and that's kind of like that was his goal during not this time, but like 50 years in the future. Was he was scouting?
A person that was created by the Force seems like a pretty valuable apprentice, at least to bring in there and at least study.
I want to assume that Plagueis saw everything, and he's like, "Damn, these girls are
Get me the fuck
retarded, wishy-washy.
out of this cave. Maybe he's actually chained up. Maybe he's
Get
like,
me out of this sex dungeon. I want to leave."
he's gonna chew through his leg.
Like it was.
I don't think Emil's a bot. Emil's been fine. What do you mean? Emil's made some good comments.
Like, I feel like making Plagueis it literally makes everything worse because
This is out of nowhere. This should have been witch bitch. This should have been the horny bitch. This should have been horny witch mom. Where did she go?
so in the interview she says in the Nerdist interview he asks, "Will we see Coral, the horny girl, and again?" And she's like, "No, she won't be appearing in the rest of the season." And he's like, "Oh, so where is she? Why isn't she with her daughter now that her daughter is not dead but alive? What if she cared so much about her daughter dying? Why isn't she with her?" And she's like, "Well, she kind of went off to some planet, and you can kind of guess where she went based on her alien race. So it's inferred that she left.
She started the Night Sisters. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, she went back to the planet with the Night Sisters, and that's where she's holed up now." So like so she's not even the master to Smiler Ren.
She is the instigator of this whole problem. Like she did all the shit because she wouldn't let her daughters become a Jedi. She starts the fight. She starts the fight between Saul and the Padawan bitch face. She tells May to lock everybody in and get mad and start the fucking fire. She causes all of this, and then she floats away. And then, like, that's what I thought for sure was going to happen when they went to the tree, was she was going to walk out and be like, "Hi, Osha, I'm so proud of you." And they were going to have a group hug, and then like, Smiler was going to take his pants off again, and everybody's going to take a look at his dong.
I feel like Leslie wrote this while she was blowing the money she got for directing it, and every episode she wrote after a night bender and just completely forgot about everything else. So it was like following like blackout tequila nights, and she woke up, she's like, "We're on episode 3 today? Okay, I have no idea what happened in the last 2 episodes."
Yeah, right.
But I want this.
So how Derek Linton asks, do you know how old Yoda is supposed to be in this?
So I think he dies at the end of Return of the Jedi, the beginning of Return of the Jedi, around just over 900 years old. So he's probably late 700s, early 800s at this point.
Okay.
So he's.
Oh, you answered it. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty much, he's still the Grand Master, and he's pretty much.
He looks, just his back view. He looks older than he looks in the prequels.
It's because they wanted people to get called back to the OG trilogy instead of the sequels. That's what I can only gather, is that they want people to recognize as that as the OG Yoda instead of the prequel Yoda, because the OG has more sentimental value. But yeah, his age, he looks kind of older than he does in Return of the Jedi.
It looks like he came back as a Force ghost, and like it's like, hey, I'm back. I've traveled back in time, and I'm back as older, wiser Yoda.
Stupid bitch you are.
Get the fuck out of here! Like, you've screwed shit up. I've got out of my reanimation chamber just in time to fix your shit. That's why I didn't do anything, right? It's like he was locked in a Bacta tank because he came back. Like, it's like, how are you going to explain that Yoda did nothing during this whole fucking farce?
I have no idea.
Jim, I know. Yoda must have got a huge fucking paycheck to be in this.
Yoda must
have got a huge payday.
Remember in I think it was probably episode 3. There was this meme going around, and it was Palpatine. It was the scene from Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith in the theater talking to Anakin, saying, "Hey, have you ever heard of the story of the lesbian space witches?" And I just love how that meme projected into the future and literally became the synopsis of episode 8. Because Darth Plagueis and Palpatine literally learned everything about creating life from the Force because of these space witches. And they even the Wikipedia, they went in and they edited the Wikipedia entry for Darth Plagueis, and they literally put in that in studying the two sisters Osha and May.
You're kidding me, right?
Nope.
Hold. Are you serious?
Yep. They also removed his estimated birth date because
of course they did. Right. So hold on. So Darth, you said under Darth Plagueis?
Yeah.
How do you spell Plagueis? So I always spell it wrong. It's a
PLG, a PLAG UEIS.
Oh, I got it. Darth Plagueis novel. I'll just put Plagueis. All right. So let's see here. Darth. So demise, she death. So let's see here. Where I wonder where. So
I'm
early life.
Too.
Here, I'll bring it up on the screen so you guys can see what we're looking at.
Because they're talking about it in what's his name, Star Wars Theories chat.
Oh, is Theory live again? Like I thought he turned it off. That poor man. God, I feel terrible for Theory. Like that dude. I'm glad he is speaking truth though. Like, and he has been for a long time. I'm glad he's sticking to his guns and not letting anybody push him around. Good for him. And let's see, Skywalker's transference for centuries. This Plagueis was Sith sorcery, immortal, Dark Lord, existence. Ray voice. There's some Ray shit in there. There's vast knowledge. Straight back.
I really hope they didn't lie. I mean, maybe they just removed it. I don't know. I can't seem to find it.
I wonder if behind the scenes here, Darth Plagueis first appeared in The Acolyte.
Oh, here it is.
Here, it's right here. I got it.
Yeah.
Darth Plagueis first appeared in The Acolyte, the stupid 8th episode of the 2024 series The Acolyte, which would be stricken from all records of Star Wars. Prior to his first appearance, he was first mentioned on screen in 2005, blah, blah, blah. Although Palpatine was never confirmed to be Plagueis' apprentice in the movie itself, blah, 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 blah. The character was created by George. Is there more? So that confirms that that's Plagueis. Possibly early. So it doesn't say anything about learning.
Ah, here it is.
Where is it? How much further down?
No, never mind. This is in 132 BY. Plagueis was present on an island on a planet while he lurked in the shadows as he. So it's biography in early life.
Okay, biography. In 132 B right here. Yeah, okay. In 132 BY, Plagueis was present on an island on a planet. like you can't make this shit up. He was present on a planet on an island. Is that gonna turn out to be fucking Luke's planet as well?
I've heard people speculate that could be the planet in the sequels that Palpatine holds up on.
Exegol?
Exegol, yeah.
Oh my god. So Plagueis is present on an island on a planet. While there, he lurked in the shadows as he observed the Sith known as the Stranger depart from the planet with the former Jedi Verosha.
That's Osha.
Is that her fucking name? Okay. So hold on. So wait. So that's not it either.
No. I wonder if they removed it. Because literally everything else they were saying is in here. The planet, the name, the birth date change.
What? Wait, is
Because
that
they only have his death in
which
32
droid?
BBY.
Which one is which droid? What is that droid? 114D. That's not Pip, right?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say fuck. Non-canon. They're all non-canon appearances, right? Let's see here. Master plays less for mortality. Worked with Sith apprentice conducting. Please acquired considerable knowledge of the Force. Yeah, maybe they did because I don't
Is it?
see.
How do you check their edits? Because I know that you can see how they who's editing the
I
page.
don't know. I don't do much on the old Wikipedia or Wikipedia. Let's see if Grifter, what's up, buddy? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, because in the Plagueis novel, he goes around looking for apprentices, but he also kills other Sith who kind of step out of line, because
Right.
his philosophy was we literally have to not be known at all, or we're gonna be known by the
Right.
Jedi. We're gonna be publicized. We're gonna be hunted down and exterminated again. So he would hunt rogue Sith that are kind of doing a little bit too much too fast, and he kills them. And then he's also looking for an apprentice.
Trying to think here. What can we let's see here. Sith. Maybe Sith will do it. Trying to use some keywords here, see if we can find Sith is probably too broad a word. Let's see here. Study. Nope, that's it. So I don't know. They may have changed it. Or they may have changed it back, or maybe somebody else went in and deleted it. Right. I mean, Plagueis attempted a forced dyad with Sidious. Oh, well, there you go.
Force Dyad, that's the sequel stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god,
So
fucking
stupid.
forced dyad. According to this, no. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, I can't find it. So if it's in here, we can't find it. But I will be surprised if we have there's like a Wikipedia battle taking place right now. One person adds, another one removes. Like that'd be great. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I would love that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I was when Khmer, the Smilo Ren, was leaving the planet. If you
Hmm.
look on his left hand, he has the bracer that shuts off lightsabers. But
Yeah.
then when he confronts Soul, he doesn't have it anymore.
Oh yeah, he took it off because it wasn't he wanted a fair fight, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that fight was
They're all bad. Like all the fights are just like I don't fucking understand why when did lightsaber fights become so ridiculously stupid?
So in the sequels, they didn't bother with choreography. They just used baseball bats and slow, monotonous things. So there wasn't much
Well, I mean the lightsabers don't even they look like you can tell they don't even like I feel like
light
they're not
sensor.
even fixing them up in post. They just have glow sticks and they hit them
Yep.
together.
Yep.
What's up, Yanon? What's up, Grifter? Good to see you both. Yeah, it's and yeah, Derek, it's a little jarring seeing Yoda like when like we all know this is like a prequel, right? So it's very jarring seeing Yoda looking older than he's ever fucking looked ever. It's like, wait a second, he should be younger. Like, what are we doing here? So I don't know. I don't know. But this is the shit. This is the shit that is gonna this is the stuff that this and the Plagueis stuff is the stuff that's gonna up this shit to 11 for people. People will no longer be able to just be like, it's just stupid High Republic shit. They have now brought legacy characters into it, and they are ruining them. Like it's crazy that neither of these, no lines were said from either of these legacy characters,
They didn't
and
have the budget.
they've both taken a step backwards because they just showed up in this show.
How much do you think CGI Darth Plagueis costed them for that
Oh,
one scene?
$1 million. No,
How much
I
money did they light on fire for that scene?
it's like, oh god, it just, and then we're not even talking like, and the story is just a mess. It all starts with, again, somebody escaping from captivity because the other person is an idiot. Saul has May locked up. He doesn't take the droid away from her, so she's able to escape. Now, I would love to know how she opened both handcuffs after unlocking one. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, watch this shit. This is hilarious. Like, I'll play it too. Like, and then the whole, oh my god, dude. Like they think we are stupid.
I also don't understand how Osha is stronger than May. I literally have no idea how. Like I
Because
don't.
she doesn't know her own power, bitch. Stop being sexist.
I just.
Okay, so, oh, green light. Oh, now Pip's a stun gun. Get your lightsaber out. Stab the bitch. No, Saul's groaning. And, oh, wow, the other handcuff is open.
He also didn't realize that's what she was trying to do. His great Jedi powers didn't warn him.
He never, like, why? Yes, the Jet, like, it's like they only do the Jedi stuff when the script remembers. They don't do, like, any shit. Like, what he should have done is said, like, well, first, she should never even got out of this. That's first. But if she's sitting there playing around, he should be like, oh, May, stop fucking around and lock her back up. It's like, I'm trying to, But, and then before that,
maybe it was on cooldown.
yeah, maybe, right? But before that, he's sitting there whining and crying. He's like, I'm going to call Leslie Headland's wife again, and they'll come here, and they'll
Why
come
didn't he do that?
It's like, why did you leave? You just called them, and then you left. Why?
Maybe she does have short-term memory loss.
Saul does? Saul's
no, Leslie Headland.
Oh. Well, it's like Saul's like, hey, Venestra, I can't believe I remember her name. Hey, I need you to come to this planet because we all got killed and shit. And she's like, all right, I'll be right there. And then Saul's like, oh shit, you're May, not Osha. Thank God the Rat King told me. And then he's like, oh shit, well, I'm gonna leave then. So he leaves, and then seconds later, while he's talking to her, he goes, I'm gonna call her, and she's gonna come here. It's like, what? What are you talking? That makes no sense. And then what's up with the Rat King? Why does he keep changing stuff? Like,
why did he? I don't know why he destroyed his ship.
Why did he destroy the ship? Why?
Who hired this guy? Where did they find him?
Fucking, like, what is wrong with the Rat King? Is he actually a fucking, like, malfunctioning robot or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, he's like, oh, in our this is the stupidest space chase I have ever seen.
You know who he is? He's literally Elias from Wheel of Time. Remember how Elias didn't warn any of the Shinerans that they were going to be attacked by?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So this is the stupidest space race of all time. Okay, first of all, she goes into a ring of the planet. Okay, great. Just fly above her. Where is she gonna go? Like, why did he go in? Just fly above it. You can see her. You can track her. Why the fuck would you follow her into the rocky fucking asteroid belt around the planet?
Also, how did he leave the asteroid field if he just destroyed his ship?
Well, right. So how's he navigating now? The Rat King just I thought the Rat King crippled your ship. What?
I love that name, Rat King. He's like the worst navigator ever. he'll randomly just wander off as he's supposed to be leading them through the jungle.
Well, then he like jumps into hallways and like, and then he fucking goes and he rips shit out of it. Like, I bypassed the compressor, Saul. And then he fucking runs off. It's like, what the fuck did you do that for? Are you just fucking loaded? And you're just like, are you high as fuck and just ripping shit out of the ship?
He's just on a bad trip, man.
Like, he's like, oh, this fucking wire.
Maybe he wanted to go home. That's why he just wanted to go back home.
So you know what it is? Is he's in love with Pip the robot. So he thought Pip the robot was in danger.
Yeah.
So he saved May because he wants to stick his teeth in the robot anus or something. Maybe. I don't know.
I love the crouching tiger fight though. That was pretty fun.
Wait, what?
You know when they jump off the rail and then it slow mo's with the.
Oh my god, that was so stupid. Oh god, I was like,
with
what?
the wire work.
Did he fly into the compound? Please tell me he flew into the compound.
They fly now, yeah.
Did he use the Force to fly? Please tell me.
That's all Anakin had to do. He just had to float over the lava to get to.
Can I ask you another question? Oh, there's the Rat King. There's my boy, the Rat King. Here, let's get him up on screen. There he is.
Speaking Tynan.
He's like, what did I do? Was I just brain possessed or something? Why did I rip these fucking cords out of here? Like, I don't understand what he like. It's like we need something retarded to happen. Let's call the Rat King. He'll do it.
Oh
man. And then like she crashes and she dies. Like she dies from that crash. You saw the crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another spaceship crashing out of orbit.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? It crashes out of orbit.
You mean in the show?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you meant real life.
I that would be funny if a spaceship crashed in real life. That'd be awesome.
I want to leave this hellhole if that's the case. Did you realize that she says, "See you in hell, Jedi"?
Yes. What was that?
So hell is canon now in Star Wars.
Like, look at her. This is the goofiest looking thing I've ever seen.
Her hair is too big to put a helmet on.
Oh my god. It looks so dumb. Make the helmet bigger so she can ball it up and put it behind her. Like, it looks stupid.
You know, the only reason she has that helmet on is so that people go, ooh, I remember that helmet. That's from...
Yeah. That's Luke's helmet, doesn't it? And then she crashes. She dies. What's up, buddy?
But yeah, in the Leslie interview, she was saying that the planet Brendok is a virgins.
Dead.
That the witches use the planet's virgins of the Force Nexus to create Osha and May, and that the planet draws Jedi to this planet because of its pull. And now you have Plagueis, who after studying the witches, knows that there's a virgins on this planet. So how doesn't he create life? I don't.
Wait, so this planet is drawing Jedi, but they were there for... What do you mean? They were there for like 7 weeks and they couldn't find anything.
Yeah. So she says that these witches were weak nobodies, basically not Force sensitive, and then they just stumbled upon this planet that has a virgins, and it made them strong.
I'll throw you a link on if you want. I don't know if you're doing anything, but we're just looking at the shit.
And then they use the virgins to power themselves up to create life.
I just don't understand. Like, but no. So they're there for 7 weeks. They don't find anything.
They find rocks and
they don't go back there ever. Except, so what do you mean?
Also, if it's drawing Jedi,
yes. Why did she have a bad trip in Smilo's helmet and start and mind fuck him? Like,
I don't even know what the black eyes means. Have they?
The black guys mean that you're in their brain controlling them, I guess.
But what's the what power is that? Is that literally magic? If it's just magic, then why does she have to use the Force? I don't. Because the witches of Dathomir use literal magic. They don't use the Force. And so I don't know. And these are witches. That's a witch power. So I don't know.
Hey, did you love how they began the episode with the OSHA breathing like Darth Vader? Remember Darth Vader, how he breathes?
Yeah, but this one sounds like you need a sleep app machine because you have a terrible asthma.
I did not believe this is how they started the episode. With this, the funniest shot ever put on screen. It looks so dumb. Put the Rat King in there. I'm not Googling the Rat King here.
I like the helmet on her better. I don't have to look at her stupid hair and her mop.
Oh my god! It's like, and then what did she do? We get another creepy head turn.
Does this also imply that she's stronger than him?
Yes, she's stronger than Saul. She overpowered Saul with the Force.
No, shills are defending it, saying that Saul wanted to die.
Bullshit.
And that's how she killed him without a weapon.
The Force is a weapon. Use the Force. It's a weapon.
Apparently, that's all Osha had to do, right? All she had to do was choke a Jedi, and she would have killed someone without a weapon.
This whole killing people without a weapon thing is so stupid. You can bleed on a kyber crystal and it changes the color. Who knew?
Oh, yes.
So if I shit on a kyber crystal, will it turn brown?
That is so stupid. Because you're telling me that Anakin literally slaughters Jedi, slaughters younglings with a blue lightsaber. He then goes to Mustafar and slaughters the entire native population of that planet. Yet he still has a blue lightsaber with his eyes red as he fights Obi-Wan.
Well, no, it touched her blood, so it turned evil.
Like you had
never bled on it, that's
like it. Like it's so stupid because you have an entire comic about in Legends now. No, it's in canon. It's actually in canon of Vader going through this entire quest by Palpatine to create his lightsaber to find a kyber crystal to bleed it. Like it's an entire ritual, and yet you have this.
So is it? So if you bleed on a kyber crystal, that's really how you corrupt it?
You don't physically bleed. It's you kind of like channel dark side.
I thought you corrupted it with hate.
Yeah, you do. It's like it's almost like making a corrupted spread.
Right. Right. So I always thought. Now again, I'm not the most. I don't know the most about Star Wars lore, but I always thought that the red crystals were. You didn't find them; they were just regular kyber crystals that were corrupted by the dark side. Yeah,
and it's like a dark side Sith ritual that the person has to go through to bleed their crystal. And it's like, instead, like how Jedi meditate to find inner peace. This is like the Sith version where you like brood and you bleed a kyber crystal. It's like a big sin, I guess, in this universe. You could
Soul
say.
pulled in Obi-Wan before Obi-Wan. Hell yeah. Obi-Wan's going to show up in the series at some point.
If only Anakin just force flew over lava instead of jumping, he would have killed Obi-Wan.
So, this scene was stupid, by the way.
Yeah, now he knows, by the way.
It's like... and are we supposed to be getting evil guy vibes from this guy? Because he was mostly just right with what he was saying. Is like you guys are acting like
she literally is covering up a giant secret plot of Jedi being murdered by a Sith from everyone, including Yoda.
Like all you have to do is it's very clear. Yes, he has a lightsaber, but he's not a Jedi. That's it. It's like include them, use their resources. Right? It's like you've caused all this because you're an idiot. All the Jedi are idiots. That's it's like you caused this because you didn't report it to the council. Because the council would have said, go tell the Senate, because they need to know, because this is a threat, and we just need to show them or prove to them that this isn't a Jedi. This is just somebody that is using the Force in their. This is why we need to be maintaining a close watch on people that actually use the Force and aren't part of the Jedi Order, because we don't want more people out there doing shit.
So, like, when
fashion and using the Force irresponsibly, that's
in Phantom Menace, when Qui-Gon runs into Darth Maul, does he hide the fact that there's a Sith walking around from the Jedi Council? When the Jedi Council realize that there are Sith again, do they hide it from the Senate?
No.
So why are they worried about this? I don't get it.
What?
If their fears are that the Senate will be like, yeah, you Jedi are losing control, we need to gain control, and yet this literally plays out in the Phantom Menace, and none of that happens.
Why is that reporting to her? Like, why? I thought they had thousands of Padawans and stuff. Why are they only reporting to this stupid idiot that's trying to cover?
She's Leslie Headland's wife.
Like, why are no reports going to the council? Why are the only
or Yoda?
Why are there, like, you just got done telling us there were thousands of Padawans there, so there must be thousands of Jedi there.
I don't.
It's ridiculous. So this whole scene was stupid. Almost not worth mentioning. Then of course we get the shot of the weird, insert weird Star Wars animal here. The family
I actually want to
elephant rat fucks making more babies. What's that?
I want to find the clip of him with the bracer on.
Which clip?
Of the stranger with the bracer on when he's entering the ship. I want to make sure I'm not losing my mind, because I could be. I swear I saw it on his arm.
Well, this was also a good one. So Osha, who just told fucking Smilo Ren that she didn't want to be his master or whatever. I don't know. He still's like, all right, get on the ship with me. We'll go. Even though you're doing exactly the opposite of what I want you to do, you can still get on the ship with me. Then they get on the ship, and he has this ridiculously stupid ship where she can just lock him out of the controls and take over the ship.
Oh yeah, so go to 1050 and watch for like 5 to 10 seconds and look at his left arm.
She just locks his ass out of his own ship.
No,
it's
sorry,
like,
1050, yeah.
What's up, Jacob? It's horrible, buddy. It's terrible. All right, so here.
No, it's 1050 before this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 10. Oh, did I say I did 1150 maybe?
Yeah, here. And keep an eye on his
the shit out of that ground, you weird space animal. Alright, I'm trying not to play it for too long. Oh, did I miss it? He's doing a good job of keeping it under the cloak. Did I miss it? There's definitely something on his... Oh, there it is.
Yeah. There's another slight clip, but I'm surprised I caught it. But yeah, it looks like he has something on his left arm which should be his bracelet.
No, he definitely has something on his arm. Well, he took the helmet. There's no reason that he wouldn't take the bracer, right?
Well, because if he took the bracer, he would have beat Saul. That's why.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it right there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Stupid show. But yeah, I just it's. Oh God, it's just So so they get in the ship. She's able to lock him out and take it over. Oh, there's the Rat King again. Thank God. So he's like, "What? You locked me out of my own ship?" do 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 do. Right? It's like, oh my God, there's egg on my face. You locked me out of my own ship. I'm at your mercy. Oh well. Like she could eject you out into space, dumb fuck. Like why would you do that? Why is your ship designed in such a stupid manner?
It's just.
And then they land on the ground instead of, why don't you just land up or like fucking, like, I don't know, go toward, like, there's a guy. But then, like, I swear to God, he flies up over. Hold on, where is it? I'll turn on the sound for this. Oh, here you go. Okay.
Also,
And how many times in this episode do we do the, hey, I'm talking to you? Oh my God, that's a bird. Where did he go?
I like to imagine that the actors are just bored on set too, and they're just looking around.
Like, how many
something.
times did that happen? It like happened 4 times in this episode where you did the, we're having a conversation. Oh, that's a rock. Oh my God, where did the person go? They took off. It's like, what? How many times is that going to happen? It's so stupid. It's like it happens, like it happening once is bad. It happens like 3 or 4 times. The Fall of Korriban would have been a great show, but not for them. They don't know what a Korriban is. They're like, is that a rock band?
I don't understand how Soul beats him here. Like he literally kills 7 Jedi, and then defeats Soul like 2 episodes ago, and now he loses a 1v1. I just.
Well, because he's evil now. You got right. Saul's evil, right? Because he is. So oh wait, I said I was gonna turn on the sound for this one. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but here you go. Oh, I gotta back it up because we got the space Skyping going on. I'm so glad they had the Skype. They did the Skyping for you know. Oh, I'm not far back enough.
Also, there's another thing I want to check.
It's the only way in.
I swear.
Unless you want to climb. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it. Here it comes. Unless you want to climb. Here we go. Are you sure? Oh, where? Oh.
Also, if his goal is to find May and Osha knows where May is, why did he leave Osha?
Why? If he's just trying to get May back, why does he need Osha at all? Especially now.
Why does he want May back? I don't get it. Why did he want May back so that he could wipe her mind, so that he can not take her?
Did he fly? Please, did he fly? That's legit a Batman move. They do it like 18 million times though, like with different people. It is legit a Batman move, but the way they do it in this, it's not as cool as when they do it with Batman. This is just like random people walking away and going, "Oh, what? Like, where did he go?" These people are definitely not Batman. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to see a scene of him flying. That's all I was looking for. So and apparently, May is Darth Maul 2.0 because she. So, hey, you know how she lived, Arcus? You know how she lived, my man.
How?
She fell straight down out of this thing, and then managed to glide over into a pipe under in the wall. It's like, that's not how falling works. Like am I wrong? Because she's like, where is it? Where is it? When she's showing how she is. Here it is. Is this it? Yeah. It's like that. That's not. So she fell into this. That's how she survived falling. She fell into a hole in the side of the wall, and that's how she lived. That's literally what she said.
So instead of falling 100 feet, she fell 85 feet?
But she fell sideways into a hole in the wall. That's the bigger problem. They're on a catwalk. They fall down. Saul grabs one with the force. The other one apparently goes, "Oh, I'm falling straight down." Whoop, into a hole in the wall.
You know what she's probably doing? It's because in Empire Strikes Back, Luke falls down that shaft and then he gets sucked into a hole.
It's a fucking, he slides. She literally stops falling and goes into a hole perpendicular. It doesn't work. Yeah, that's what Nick said. They got it from Luke. No, they didn't. They think they did, but they don't understand that there was Luke was able to slide. This was just falling into a hole that's sideways.
Also, I just realized that because I'm watching it now, she literally does bleed on the kyber crystal, and that's what makes it red.
Yes, I wasn't joking. No, you thought I was joking?
So does that mean that in any battle where a Jedi happens to bleed on their exposed kyber crystal, it just goes red in mid-battle?
I have no idea.
What happens if... Oh yeah, that's why you said what happens if you poop on it.
That's why I said, what happens when you poop on it? Is it turn brown? I want to know. I really want to know. Does it turn brown if you poop on it? If you puke on it, does it turn a 6 shade of yellow-brown or something? Like, I need to know. Oh, sorry. This is where we have this one. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this is right after she's bled on it.
So yeah, this is the description by Wikipedia, actually. Description: bleeding was accomplished by pouring rage, hate, fear, and pain into a kyber crystal by means of the dark side of the Force, until the crystal changed, resulting in a crimson-bladed lightsaber associated with the dark side adepts. So yeah, there's no physical bleeding.
Yes, literally bleeding. So they read bleeding, and yeah, and she literally they're like, oh well, she needs to cut herself on the kyber crystal. Here it is.
So I guess Wikipedia has to update this. Yeah.
Look! Oh my God, she's got.
It's like sucking her energy.
She's got the evil dark side veins in there. She's such an evil person now. Oh my God! And look at her bleed into the crystal. Oh my God! Osha, stop strangling me, Osha. I love you. From the first time I saw you, I did.
But don't you realize that he's a tragic hero because he tried to save Osha because he was destined to be her master, and she kills him?
No, Saul's an idiot. Saul's an idiot. Saul did nothing wrong. You know that's the worst part about this episode. Is you're working up to this part where she makes this big turn where she's kills Saul. And it's like, she lied to you again. You're having this one-on-one with fucking May, and she's like, it's like, you did this. It is your fault. Completely your fault. 100% your fault. You burned down everything. Actually, that's not true. I lied. It's actually a horny witch bitch's fault because she overreacted. She started the fight. Then she sent May to trap them inside and get mad and start the fire, and then the fire led to the place exploding, which led to the mother turning into ghost evil dark side bitch, which made Saul kill her because she turned into an evil fucking black cloud monster with black eyes. Like, hello, if that's not a threat, I don't know what it was. Plus, it looked like she was sucking. Like, did it look like she was sucking May back into her person?
I think that's what they were trying.
What was she doing?
She
was basically killing May.
Yeah. So the interview Leslie gave was saying that, Osha and May are one person. That's kind of what we get in the show. And that they split them apart, and they're weaker when they're apart, but they're stronger when they're together. So I'm guessing she was trying to re-assimilate her sister to get stronger.
Help, mommy, help me. Okay, I'm gonna kill you and take your life force.
Oh, you mean in the flashback?
Yeah.
So
in the flashback, when the evil
yes.
leader turns into the Force Ghost, it looks like she's trying to reincorporate May into herself.
So Leslie spoke on that and said that the mom wanted to protect her child, so she was turning herself into the Force and turning May into the Force. And she said that it was connected to how Jackie said it was an honor to see something living be turned into the Force.
Bullshit.
So she was killing herself and May to turn into a Force.
So she was killing her. So
yes.
Saul was right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Saul was right. She was killing her. Right. So what are we talking about? You killed my... No. Your mother tried to kill you, and I killed her before she could kill you. So I saved your life.
Oh, so with how they changed...
It's like, you killed everybody. You killed my mother. Your mother was a threat to my fucking people. We just came to talk. You guys started going ballistic. What's the problem?
So now with blood, literal blood needing to bleed a crystal, because with white lightsabers, they're a red kyber crystal that are healed after bleeding. Uh-huh. So I'm guessing to heal a kyber crystal, you just have to get some soap, some Dawn soap, some running water, and a scrub daddy.
Put it in the toilet with poop, it'll be fine. I love how one day with the Sith and some super weak arguments are enough to get Osha to turn. How weak can your character morals be? Well, according to her, she's not as weak as her sister.
Yeah, and according to her, she didn't leave from the Jedi willingly anymore. She just couldn't control her anger.
Yeah, no, you were a failure. Yeah, so yeah, the goal post keeps moving. Osha, what really was it? Because it sounds like you're lying to yourself. So not only are you a gullible idiot, you're stupid, and you don't know what really happened because you've convinced yourself of everything. So you suck. Osha sucks. And here's the band of merry men. These made me laugh how they're all running like
the Rat King.
The Rat King. Rat King. Find him, Rat King.
You know what?
Rat King, I found this old sock. Can you find it?
Maybe the Rat King killed Kelnaka the Wookiee, and the Rat King is actually the apprentice of Plagueis, and that's why he sabotaged
I like that. Maybe the Rat King is like Jar Jar, like Darth Jar Jar, but he's actually
Darth Rat King.
The Rat King is incredibly unpredictable. One minute he's helping the good guys, the next minute he's ripping shit out of the good guys' ships, then he's helping them again, then he's like going, I'm the Rat King. You have no idea what the Rat King's gonna do. Like,
they also couldn't find
this merry men here running around like a bunch of fucking... How did this guy get the job as head fucking cuck? And why can nobody run in this show, by the way? Have you noticed that? Nobody can run properly.
Well, how can they... I'm assuming they removed running from the training regiment for Jedi because of the diabetes Jedi. He clearly didn't run at all.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So I want to break this scene down for you, okay? Hey, man, I got my fucking weird-ass helmet on because I don't want to look you in the face because I can't see out of this thing. Oh, man, that sucks. Saul, I killed him, but I don't give a fuck. And, I love my sister again. Yay. Osha, what are you going to do? I don't know. Fuck you. What do you want me to do? No, Osha, I love you now. What do you want to do? All these people had to die because I'm a bitch. But what do you want to do now? Oh, I want to be his acolyte. I want to be full evil. So first order I have to do to become full evil is erase your brains. How's that sound? That sounds wonderful. Let's get on with it.
So you're telling me that this guy, Smiler Ren, could literally just walk around wiping Jedi minds so they don't know what's going on and then kill him?
It took no effort whatsoever. He's just like...
It's like Harry Potter, obliviate. Just
can I ask you something that really pissed me off? And it's a small thing, but
Small
it
thing,
really
yeah.
it just fucking just started driving me fucking bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Leslie Headland's fucking wife open every door with the Force? They are automatic doors, you fucking idiot.
She's like those like 11-year-olds that just watch Star Wars going into a Walmart and swiping in front of a door.
Stop using the Force to open doors. You don't have to. They open themselves.
What if they're like waygates and you need the Force to open the doors? So a
We
non-Force
watched
user.
the counselor walk out the door.
Maybe he's a Force user. He's a secret Jedi.
She's like, wait a second, you didn't push the door open. Were you using the Force? He's like, no, you stupid idiot. These are automatic doors. There's a sensor right there. Oh, and I've been opening these doors with the Force for no reason? You're opening with the Force? Why? Well, I thought you had to. No, you stupid idiot. These are electric doors. We live in the future.
It's like a boot camp instructor playing a prank on new recruits. Yeah, these are not automatic doors. You have to use the Force, and she's the only one that hasn't caught on.
And then she's like trying to save face. Well, I knew that, but I turned those off because it helps the Padawans learn to use the Force to open the doors with the Force. So I turned off the electric sensor thingy. So I knew they were there the whole time. I turned them off because it's good practice for Padawans. That's why. Okay.
Well, to be fair, the Coven made a secret base that would explode and malfunction if a single lantern was lit on fire.
You know what my favorite part is there's no way in or out of this place except for the elevator, except for the 3 secret ways in and out. And if you fly, apparently. and if you're Uber Sith that can fly.
You know what pisses me off the most?
What's that?
That people are still defending Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau after this.
I don't know how. And I was watching this with Alex, and I knew this is exactly where they were going. Right to this stupid fucking tree. But I don't know how you Filoni especially, like, I don't know Favreau's,
like they all signed off on this. They all watched this and said yes, air it.
Yep. Anybody that signed off on this is a fucking retard. Like, and that that's not fair to people that have problems. I apologize for that. Yeah, that's not fair.
I think someone with Down syndrome could write a better script than this.
100% they could. Like, I'm not even like, I would prefer it. So yeah, their intelligence level is that of like a fucking single-celled amoeba. They're idiots, or they just don't care, or they just didn't even read it. They're just like, I'm getting paid. It doesn't matter.
I think AI could write a better script than this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if this is like the best endorsement for AI taking over all of Hollywood,
so the last Tolan, I'm curious because I would like to know, like, anybody that's watched it. First, yes, agreed. Second, I would love to know if you're willing to offer it up. I would love to know why, if you could, in a few words, if you could explain why, because I have a theory that this is going to be seen as the worst for not only just it being really bad, but because of I'll wait if you answer, but I have a theory why this one's going to go down as the worst. Besides for all the story things, besides for all the bad acting, besides for all the things that didn't make sense, I think there's an overarching thing that is going to make this stand out as the worst.
For me, it's literally just Yoda and Plagueis.
So I was trying to let him answer. But yes, that's what I think. I think this is going to be seen as the worst because not only it was just as bad as all the others, but they've now brought legacy, much loved characters into this and ruined them. Just having Yoda stand in a room like that, looking like he's 80 years older than in Return of the Jedi, and he did nothing to deal with any of this shit. hurts Yoda, and then Plagueis skulking around in a cave hurts Yoda. Or hurts not hurts Yoda. Have Plagueis in a cave hurts Plagueis. So by just including them, they've hurt them astronomically, and I think that's going to be one of the reasons that this one is probably going to go down as the worst episode of the series, because not only is it really really bad narratively, acting, story wise, characters just do whatever the fuck they want, not it doesn't need to make any sense. I think May flips 5 times in this episode. I don't know who changes their personality more in this show, whether it's the Rat King or May. The Rat King, I'm pretty sure the Rat King has dementia. He doesn't know where the fuck he's at. He sniffed too many bad rags. One of the rags had fucking I don't know. He was huffing fucking.
Maybe it was a Wookiee stench. It was so bad that it just sent him off the edge.
One of them played a joke on him and said they hid bath salts in there and it fried his fucking brain. So he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. They're just like, hey, smell this. And he's like, okay. And he smells it and he's like, I fucking don't know where I am anymore. I'm going to rip this shit out of the wall. Like, nobody can explain. Like, I really need an explanation why the Rat King decided to pull the wires out of the ship to do apparently nothing, because Saul was able to fly the ship fine.
You want to know why? Why?
Right?
Because it was cute and funny, because he's a little cute guy.
That's the funny thing, too, is it didn't even fucking do anything. Like, he goes, he rips the cords out, he stops for a second, then he's like, oh, fuck it, I'll fly the ship anyways. And he flies anyways. So it's like, what did you stop? Why did you do that, Rat King? Why? Too much bath salts, bro. Come on. It's just fucking. I don't know. Rat King, why have you forsaken me?
So after watching this, ignoring all which hurt more for you emotionally, which is worse, Wheel of Time or Acolyte in quality?
So hurt more. I mean, Wheel of Time because I'm but I think that this show is worse than the Wheel of Time. Like, and I don't think it's. I actually have the. I don't know that it's even close, and that's saying a lot since Wheel of Time is really bad.
Because I remember the day of the finale for Wheel of Time. I was on lunch, and you guys, I think it was the White Cloaks, are live streaming the reaction to it. And the moment I saw how it ended with everything, I almost cried. Yeah. But this is just
well, I have a different attachment to Wheel of Time, but I could see they're on the same level, man. I mean, this is just galactically bad. Like they both are, but it's just like, I don't know. It depends, what your personal attachment is to something, right? Like, because I could see I watch some of Star Wars series stuff, but like I said, I will probably go out of my way to watch as many reactions to this episode as I can. Echo Base, I'll go watch them. I'll go watch fucking Theory. I'll of course watch Heel vs. Babyface and EFAP and all them do that, right? Because it's just going to be interesting to see all the different things people get out of it. Like are able to, and there's going to be more. There's going to be stuff that we missed. Stuff's going to pop up. It's like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. But I don't know. It's one of those. I think it's hard. I don't like ranking them. I sort of all put them into the same fucking ball of mess, because whether one ekes each other out in worseness, I think is what your personal attachment is to said property. So I feel like Wheel of Time is done extremely dirty and is just horrible. But I think the same thing happened here. But I feel like it. I'm more. I have more of a personal connection to Wheel of Time. So what they did to it is worse. Does that make sense?
For Wheel of Time, I view it through the lens of malice. I think everything they did was malicious in intent to destroy the IP. This, I don't get malice at all. I literally I think this is probably literally a fanfic or a campaign that Leslie created for a group of her friends 50 to like 10 years ago, put on screen. And
Yeah. Well, and also like it's one of those too. Like up until this episode, people were still just basically shrugging it off as this is just High Republic nonsense.
mm-hmm.
But then you've thrown Plagueis and Yoda into it, so that changes things. Yeah, I really do. It's a small thing. It seems a small thing, but I really think it does change things. And I think Last Tolan, wait, is this a list of people that have way more subscribers than me? Oh, sorry, just kidding, Grifter. I never even watched Willow, so I heard Willow was horrible. So
Willow looks
Star Wars,
funny. There's a lot of funny clips Disparu uses in his videos.
You're right, Last Tolan. You're right. There is no Wheel of Time is screwed for still a long time. If we get more seasons, it's just going to keep getting screwed, especially if we get more seasons and we get these movies. So you're right. At least there is some Star Wars stuff to enjoy. Wheel of Time, we just have the books. So,
do you think we're still going to get Wheel of Time movies?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's complete. If we end up with a season 4, we're going to end up with a movie.
I think they're going to do the Fall of Manetheren if they do a movie, to be honest.
Well, they're doing the White Tower cartoon. I think that's going to get made for sure.
Ugh. They realize that the White Tower is everyone's least favorite part of the books, right?
Well, that's the problem. Is yes, but it's also Rafe Judkins' favorite part of the books. No, I know you weren't, Grifter. I'm being fun. I was trying to be. No, I know. I know. I know you weren't being mean. I was just joking. Little self projection. That's all. I'm just saying.
Well, sorry, I correct that. The White Tower isn't my least favorite. The camp outside of the White Tower, or I can't remember that other countryside the other half was stuck in. That was my least favorite.
Oh, you said you want to see Darth Plagueis, huh? Here, I'll show you Darth Plagueis. I'm not sure season 2 is actually going to happen, to be honest. It looks like it's from that Forbes article. It looks like it might actually not be happening. So that would be wonderful.
I was pretty sad though watching your video yesterday, finding out that my favorite main character is going to be dying in season 3.
I know. Fuck, Mascom could buy the farm. Main character Mascom. Can you believe that shit? I can't believe they kill Mascom, the main character of the Wheel of Time.
Even though the photo was of Moraine and Rand.
Yeah, it's fucking so bad. So, so yeah, I don't know. So what was I saying? So hold on. Just watch Disper's Willow coverage. Yeah. Let's see. Drink the worm jizz. Wait, what did I miss? So what there was the remember, so we're gonna get the White Tower cartoon, and then we'll see. I think if we end up with season 4, we'll get that Red Eagle Age of Legends movie. Oh, we'll see. I think it's completely dependent on whether we get the season 4 or not, which hopefully we don't, but we'll see. Things are bad in TV land. Oh, okay. It's wow. Sounds great. Drinking the worm jizz. Wonderful. Yeah, it's a cartoon. It's going to be a White Tower cartoon. You know, because all of us love Tower politics. It's the best part of any Wheel of Time product.
Maybe in the cartoon, the Aes Sedai won't be ugly old people though.
Oh, they'll all look like April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles.
the new one.
Yeah.
Oh,
not the good one, the old one. Yeah, or the new one.
Or
the new
Velma.
one,
Yeah.
Yep. And then here, if you're still here, Brian, here is no, that's not it. We don't need to see them hands.
Like when Star Wars Theory was reacting to it, he was like deadpan the entire episode, and except for
he was so
2 moments.
Mad. I may go back. I may go back and watch his like parts of his stream because he was so you could see he was just You could feel it. He was fuming. He was fuming inside bad.
Yeah, and every video he was saying how Plagueis the novel was just one of his favorite Star Wars novels ever. And then you get to this episode and you just see the life drain out of him.
I still, if I wasn't told that was Darth Plagueis, I would not have known it was Darth Plagueis.
Oh yeah, what are the non-show, like non-fans of the book supposed to take from that?
Yeah, well, yeah, like how did everyone is the guy credited as being Darth Plagueis? Is that how we like? How do we know that's Darth Plagueis?
That is true. I should look at the credits.
I mean, like, it's one of those. Like I like everybody. Well, it says it in Wikipedia now. So obviously, somehow it was confirmed that is Darth Plagueis. But I don't understand how we got there unless it was just an acting credit, like, or it said it on screen. Darth Plagueis skulks around in the dark and masturbates in the corner, like.
Well, the voice assisted one
with the helmet on. He's like, I'm in the dark. I'm in the dark. It's like, oh my god, Rat Boy, Rat. Just put Red King in there with him. He'll be fine.
Does IMDb credit everyone that acted in an episode?
Usually. Maybe he was all CGI, so they didn't have to credit anybody. Steve, did you enjoy this one? Didn't watch beyond falling asleep at episode 4 and didn't bother watching the rest because I don't care. Yeah, it was brilliant. Best season ever.
Almost as good as Discovery, to be honest.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I've never seen a finer piece of cinematic material ever in my life. The acting was second to none.
I cringed so hard when it was Amandla acting with Amandla.
She is so bad. She is so bad. Her little like, she does her little hunch over thing where she like, her facial expressions are fucking so bad. It's just, and then she puts the helmet on and she's like, look at my hairdo. It's like, Jesus Christ. You shave your head, please. I'm so tired of seeing your hair. Didn't they do the same trick at the end of Solo, Rogue One? So KRS says, didn't they do the same trick at the end of Solo, Rogue One, and Mandalorian? They bring in someone we know in the final episode, end of the movie. Yep. Yeah, because they do that because they're trying to get a little bump for the last episode, so they can go see. Everybody tuned in for the finale. We should get another season.
I will say, though, at least when Luke appeared in Mandalorian, it didn't break everything that all the episodes that came before it. It was obviously a key jangle to have Luke appear at the end of that season of Mandalorian, but like Plagueis and Yoda literally did not advance the plot at all. It made everything just so much worse. Like, nothing would have changed if you had just removed those two characters from the episode.
Yep. Yeah, Yeah, this one made my brain hurt, man.
You know, they probably did that in post. Dave Filoni and Leslie Headland said, this is not going to make any money. We should just add Yoda and add Plagueis.
You're probably right. I would not put it by it if this was just like, you know what? We got some shots of the cave. Let's just do a CGI weird-looking guy crawling around the cave. We'll call him Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the ADS they did in the entire season, because they just forget to explain things, or they want to explain it a second time for their handicapped viewers.
Yeah, and this one's just easy. Just, Leslie Headland calls her wife up and it's like, hey, put your green shit on. We're going to go put Yoda in the screen with you.
Get your sex puppet. We're putting him in.
Yeah, because you're both green. So you're going to be in the room together because you're both green people. It's awful. It's so awful. Yeah, Thrawn. I didn't watch Ahsoka. Ask Choka. I couldn't watch Ashoka, as I call it. Like all I remember was I watched one of the her lightsaber fights, and like
She was bad.
Rosario Dawson is so slow with those lightsabers. It's just like watching paint dry. It's like, oh my god.
It was
Yeah,
so bad.
not good. Not good. So I never watched that, but yes, they did the same thing with Thrawn. They said I thought they threw out the EU, but now they didn't. They just want to steal it and try and fake people into thinking that they're characters they made up. The funny thing is since they threw out the EU, they're not using any of the stories from the EU, so the characters don't look anything or sound like or act like any of the characters that they're supposed to. So they've taken Thrawn, they brought back Thrawn, and he's not Thrawn. So there you go. Right? So, so. Theory liked what, 9 somehow? No, he didn't.
Oh, is he
He
talking
liked
about
the hallway scene.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, Theory didn't like Rise of Skywalker. I watched him just completely rip it to shreds. I know he liked the Luke hallway scene, but unless maybe initially he liked it and he's changed his mind but like I've listened to him call it out for being completely dumb.
Yeah,
so,
he said that he's been easy-ish on Star Wars because he always assumed that they had a plan going forward, but then after, I think he said it was Boba Fett and Mando season 3, he kind of started seeing the writing on the wall that they had no idea where they wanted to take it, and then Acolyte was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's just decided to, fire everything because I watched a long conversation he had with some people about how Episode 9 is trash. So yep. So since basically I think he came right out and said Disney hasn't really made any good Star Wars at all. Andor was okay. He liked some of the Mandalorian.
He's basically said that nothing Disney's made is canon in this book, so that's
it's basically the same. It basically seems to be the same sense as most people. Is Rogue One was okay, but probably the best thing Disney's made.
Only because of Vader, to be honest.
Some of the Mandalorian stuff you enjoy, and that's about it. So
that's a good thing, nerd. 5 years, no feature film. Thank God.
Yeah, hopefully, Rey, a Star Wars saga doesn't happen. That'd be fantastic. So, but man, I went longer than I thought. I'm getting tired, so it's getting late. So I'm
gonna watch Deadpool.
When's it come out?
It's this week. I think it's 2-3 days. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was this week. I know first part of Cobra Kai comes out, I think, tomorrow. No. Tomorrow. Tomorrow as in Thursday. So I'll be watching that, and then I don't know if I'll go to the theater to watch Deadpool or not. Depends what's going on around here.
I think I'll wait until like early reviews come out and see how.
I am really afraid it's just gonna be just fucking too much fucking weird humor.
Yeah, I didn't. People like
Jacob.
People like Deadpool 2. I felt it was a way worse film than Deadpool 1, in my opinion.
I get that. I do. Absolutely. I enjoyed it to a point, but it wasn't the same.
Deadpool 1 was definitely the best of the two, and man, I don't even.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like anything. Everything's so monotonous and tedious.
It's unfortunate, but it's hard if you actually want a good story and not just to have to,
Though Dark Matter was nice. I binged that in a day.
Dark. There's some diamonds out there in the rough, but it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to find them. I heard Kevin Costner's Western was shit, so I mean I'll see it when it comes out because
you have to see Twister as well.
Twister, I want to see just because. I do want to see Twister just because I have a different attachment to that. And I like the lead guy. I forget his name, but
The hot guy that all the women are
Hitman on
talking
Netflix
about.
was actually pretty good, but partially because the actress that played opposite him was so fucking amazing.
Everything I've heard about Twister is that a whole bunch of guys' wives really want to go see it because of the lead actor.
Yeah. So he I like him though. So, but yeah.
That's what Tex-Mex said. His wife is making him go see it because she likes the actor.
That's fine. Hey man, he needs to work, so it works for me. It would be nice if some of that shit starts happening again, where like male actors can act like men, and
I want a little sugar from the ladies. But
it'd be nice. That would be nice too. I love but yeah, the girl in it's like a big okay, right? So. In Twister, I'm saying. Not in Hitman. In Hitman, the girl in that is fucking amazing. Hitman on Netflix. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so I'll have a review of this coming out at some point. Man.
Review.
Fucking the Rat King will be on full display. The Rat King.
Apparently, Dane wants to watch all the 5 last remaining episodes on stream too.
Of what? The Acolyte?
Yeah.
Oh man, he won't survive.
Oh.
I'm going to sleep, Ryan. I haven't played Elden Ring in like weeks, so I'll play again at some point. But yes, she's the lead from Andor. She is amazing. Holy fuck. Yeah, probably yeah. I'll watch anything she's in. Fuck yeah. But yeah, Acolyte, utter trash.
Negative 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Hopefully, season 2 never sees the light of day. Deadpool 3 is going to be like No Way Home, all about cameos, but I think Deadpool 3 will be better. I found No Way Home super overrated. That's the first half of the movie was boring. Setup, shrug. I definitely I get that. I totally do. But I did enjoy it for what it was. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the best. But I get it. No, Kenobi is definitely not worse. Sorry, Kenobi is bad, but this is another level of bad. Like this is a whole nother. This is a whole new level of stupidity. At least Ewan McGregor was walking around in Kenobi.
You got me thinking now about Kenobi versus this.
This is far worse. It's just there's nothing. There's nothing. It's so bad. It's just so bad. So, but all right. We will see all. Oh, I think we're doing Fight Autopsy tomorrow, so I'm not sure what we're autopsying, but probably some Star Wars stuff, maybe something else. We'll see. But yeah. So thank you for hanging out and being my support animals for this. I needed it because I was just. Don't forget Kenobi and the cloak scene. There's a bunch of terrible scenes in Kenobi, but Ewan McGregor's still there. That's about it. Ewan McGregor isn't in this, being Obi-Wan. So there's the holding the glass back scene. There's forgetting the Force, all that shit. Yeah, it's
There's
bad.
not killing Vader after you had him.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch, but this show is just fucking utter nonsense. So. But yeah, for real, I have to go to bed. So
yeah.
Thank you. I'll do. Hey, people showed out for this, so I'll keep doing them. So thanks for hanging out. We had some new peeps commenting today. Thank you very much for all your commenting, whether you're new, old, member, not. Thank you all for being here and hanging out, and we will see you again very soon. Acolyte review at some point. And yeah, we'll see you for Autopsy tonight, hopefully. And ta-ta. I don't know what to do here, so we'll just do this one.
See you. See you. Don't drop your lightsaber at work, though. You don't want it to come out brown.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We may have to test it. So I may try and turn one brown. We'll see. We'll test food coloring and shit too. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.